Hey guys, I'm Alex, and I just wanted to share my story with you. I'm going to be reading what's on the internet because I don't really know how to explain it very well. So, long story short, I'll just get to it. So, I have an autism called Aspergers Syndrome, which is a mild form of autism. It's a pervasive developmental disorder resulting in social and behavioral problems. It's lacking the use of the left side of the brain. So you use the right side of the brain a lot more than you use the left side. So, I mean, you can't really get rid of autism or Asperger's. You have to go to therapy and you can help kind of develop the left side of the brain more, but you can't like get rid of it. There's no medicine for it or anything. But some of the symptoms are, it's a long list, but I'm going to go ahead and read them all. Difficulty interacting with others, trouble making friends, poor understanding of other people's feelings, which in my case, somebody will say they're upset and I'm like, oh, okay. But I've gotten a lot better with that. I actually try to help them and listen to them and understand them now. Okay, insensitivity to social clues and facial expressions. So in my case, somebody can clearly be annoyed with me that anybody else could obviously see, but I don't see it. So I miss social clues a lot. Okay, inappropriate social and emotional responses. So basically, you could be at a funeral and you start laughing. It's like, it's not because you're laughing that the person's dead or anything, no. It's just because you could be thinking of something funny in your head that happened the other day or something and you just start laughing. It just, yeah. Preoccupation with one's own world. This is very common with a lot of people with Asperger's Syndrome. So whenever they're having a hard time or a hard time coping with what's going on and stuff, if it's like a high stimulation day or whatever, then they go into their own world. And in my case, it's embarrassing as it is to say, I need to get this out there. It's not just me, it's a lot of other people with autism too. But they have imaginary friends, and in my case, it's people that are famous, so it's like celebrities. Or people that I make up, which hasn't happened for quite a few years now. So I'm kind of getting better with that, but I have my own little world, so that just helps to cope with everything going on. Not sharing enjoyment, interest, or achievement with others. Following I can never read that word. Repetitive routines or rituals. So I have a schedule, and if my schedule is interrupted by anything, I freak out. So it's kind of weird, but it happens. Difficulty with any changes in routine or schedule, like I just said. Single-mindedness, limited interest, usually one or two subjects. So you can obsess with one specific subject at a time. It's like for me, I obsess over Teen Wolf and Tyler Posey. I don't know why, that's just what I'm into. Okay. Repeating words or phrases over and over. I always say same. It's just my thing. I don't know why. Like if somebody does something that I would do or that I have done, I say same. So, intense interest in few topics, which I already talked about. Good rote memory without understanding the information. I can remember things. I can remember back to when I was 6 months old, which is crazy. Limited verbal skills or using words in odd ways. I tend to, sometimes I use big words, but sometimes I don't. But I'm not very good with talking verbally sometimes, so difficulty imagining things or thinking abstractly, which is the lack of the left side of the brain thing I was talking about. So that's why in my therapy, I go to art therapy. She's having me do more abstract art, so I can get used to like the left side of the brain working. Okay, where am I at? Taking things very literally. I take everything literally. It's hard for me to understand sarcasm sometimes, even though I myself am very sarcastic, but it's just the way it is. Focusing on, it just went away. Hold on. Or refresh, that was weird. Why does it keep refreshing? Oh, there's an ad. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so focusing on small details and having trouble seeing the bigger picture. I tend to... Okay, an example would be, like, if you're looking at a picture zoomed in, you can't really tell what it is. But if you zoom out, you see the bigger picture. I can't really see the bigger picture. I can't really zoom out, metaphorically speaking. So I tend to focus on the zoomed in part. Okay. Ability to read without understanding the words. I can read anything pretty much. I just can't understand it sometimes. Even like if I don't understand it, I still can read it. Problems with nonverbal communication. So an example would be if I'm sitting like this. Most people would think that I'm annoyed, but I'm not. It's just a comfortable position. So a lot of the times my facial expressions don't match what I'm actually thinking. Poor eye contact. I struggle with eye contact, but I'm actually looking straight into the camera right now. So, I mean, I'm getting a lot better with that. Few facial expressions except for anger or unhappiness. I do tend to have few facial expressions. If I'm angry though, I always have this look on my face. Or if I'm unhappy. Impaired body posturing or use of gestures. So I tend to use my hands a lot when I talk. And like I said, if I sit like this, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm annoyed. I'm just comfortable. Or slouching, the same thing. Clumsy movements. I am very clumsy because we have poor coordination. So we tend to trip over nothing and it just happens. Hand flapping. When I get really excited, I start going like that. So that's part of it. Poor coordination, like I said. Inflexibility or trouble accepting change. I really struggle with this. I'm not good at accepting change at all. Like if there's a change in my schedule or just a change in general. Like if a friend, I don't know if this has happened to me very often, but if a friend decides that they don't want to be my friend anymore, that change will make me freak out. Difficulty accepting loss or criticism. I don't handle criticism very well, and I don't accept compliments very well either. Obsessive desire to finish any tasks that are started. So if I were to write a song, I would have to finish it before I do anything else. It's just how I am. So that was the list. I hope that kind of helped you understand more. I'm sorry this was such a long video, but I just wanted to help y'all understand that not many people talk about autism like they should. I think it needs to be talked about a lot more, and because so many people have it, but it's crazy because somebody with autism can usually tell if somebody else has it. So even if they don't know if they have it or not, but they just tend to know that they have autism, if that makes sense. I'm not sure it did. But anyways, so that's all, and thanks for watching. Bye.